them all, but I did want to just read out this one email that I got from somebody who attended Mardi Gras for the last 30 years. He's gone to Mardi Gras, for the last 30 years, and he says, I attended last Saturday night in Taylor Square around 7 p.m. The police presence was massive and so intimidating, I turned around and went immediately home. Blind Freddy could see that trouble was brewing. 1,000 police, including a heavily armed riot squad in full gear, of course a few trigger-happy ones, eager to beat the boredom, perhaps offended by our parade, would step beyond what we expect of them. And I just find that so emotive, that somebody has actually come to Mardi Gras, seen the police presence and gone, this actually looks like we're in for trouble tonight, and they've been right. I'm actually terrified by that. I'm also terrified by analogies in the media that people who have wanted to deny that this has got anything to do with homophobia have just said that's just how things go at big events. Lots of police have to come because we've really got to manage the community. It could have been Anzac Day, it could have been New Year's Eve, could have been Australia Day. Well, that's terrifying. Do we have to expect this kind of thing anytime we gather together? So, there's no excuse for police brutality. There is no excuse for the kinds of degrading, humiliating and abusive searches that we saw at Mardi Gras. This behaviour is designed to intimidate the public, and I am not going to be intimidated, and I'm glad that you are not going to be intimidated. We're going to stand up for our rights. And I'm going to introduce someone now who's actually been campaigning around police brutality for many decades. His name is Ray Jackson. He's an Indigenous man who's going to come and acknowledge, of course, that the fact that we are standing here today on land that was stolen in a very violent manner. He is a person who belongs to a community who suffer from terrifying and disgusting over-policing and police violence that I think is nothing but intentional. When you look at how much it is directed at Aboriginal people, so Ray Jackson is going to kindly come and speak for us, and I would really ask that everyone gives them their attention, because I think that what's come out of this is that the community outrage represents a broader understanding about there being something fundamentally wrong with the way that our community is policed. So please welcome Ray Jackson.
Thank you, comrades. It is indeed with a feeling of absolute pleasure that I am here tonight with all of you to protest against the police violence that is endemic to both the gay communities and to the Aboriginal communities also. Since the invasion of this country 225 years ago, our struggle for our own human rights has been fought for that long. We, my people, are still being trod on, bashed, tasered, killed, etc., etc., etc. Since 1980, the police have been guilty of over 200 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander deaths in custody. The only copper that ever got his arse into a court was Chris Hurley for the death of Mulrunji Dermaji up on Palm Island. But an all-white jury of racists from Townsville exonerated him. So the record of no police officer being found guilty still stands. But it is people like us who are going to change that. What happened to Jamie at the Mardi Gras should not have happened to anybody. The police. The police, the bully men who decide whether a person is guilty or not, they have to learn that they are public servants. They are answerable to us. We are only answerable to them if we commit a crime. That is the only time. They have no... Down with slavery, yeah, good. Yeah, man. Now, on Wednesday, Isja, of whom I'm the president, was outside the Police Integrity Commission. Now, what a laugh that is. Because one of our young men, Corey Barker, up in Ballina, had been assaulted very, very badly by 3 coppers. They bashed him, they trod on him. What happened to Jamie happened in spades to this young fellow, 24 years old. They all marched into court, the coppers swore on their Bibles and told the most outrageous lies. But the magistrate didn't cop it. The magistrates are starting to realise police lie. Not only do police lie, they have always lied. And if we have to drag them kicking and screaming into the real world where their bully tactics no longer are going to be tolerated, then it's groups like us who are going to do it. I want to see a union of the gay groups and the Aboriginal groups, because our fight is with the same evil bastards that yours is. Yeah.